colonoscopy.
Hi, this is Matt Yetter with Sherlock Home Inspections. Phone number is 971-212-7481. Website address is yourinspectionneeds.com. Today's date is Wednesday, September 18th, 2019. The address we're inspecting today is 272 Felicity Court Northeast, Salem, Oregon, 97301. We are about to perform a video inspection of the property's main sewer line through the front yard exterior clean out. The equipment being used today is the ViewTech self-leveling HD color video inspection camera. This is one of the best cameras on the market today. Before we begin this video inspection, it be noted some H sewer pipes made out of clay concrete, cast iron, asbestos, and Orangeburg may be in good working order and may never have had a clogged or sewer backup before. However, due to real estate transactions, attorneys, and lawsuits, Sherlock Home Inspection must recommend the following to meet the current codes. All sewer pipes should be watertight, made out of cast iron ABS, 3034 or HDPE pipe with all appropriate fittings and couplers. All sewer pipes should be free from breaks, offsets, separations, tree roots, bellies, and party sewers. Sherlock Home Inspections recommends replacing any sewer pipe that does not meet these specifications. Here we go. We are in 3-inch PVC pipe. We are running some water from the kitchen sink to ensure that our pipe is watertight and is going to remain watertight throughout this inspection. Overall condition of the pipe appears to be in pretty good working condition. You can see that at least all of the junctions in the pipe that we've seen so far are glued and appear to be watertight. So here we are reaching the bottom of a dive. It's not uncommon to have a little bit of standing water at the bottom of this thing. As you can see, as we're leveling out here, as we're pulling out of this, it is tricky for the drain technicians, and we see this a bunch. It's tricky for the drain technicians to keep a strong pitch in the pipe as you're pulling out of a straight down dive. So we are seeing a little bit of standing water here. What we're hoping for is as we go into this water that the pitch turns and improves. And so we're hoping that this changes real quick, and this is just a few inches and away we go. So let's see. Stayed marginally pitched. Still a little bit flat there. So you can see as we reach the bottom of this, we've got standing water, pipe bellies out, and then the pitch does improve. We're also going to transition here, so this signifies the transition between the private builder's material and the city branch piping. So the private builder is the white piping, the city branch piping is the green pipe. It also signifies the transition in pipe sizes. We're going from 3-inch piping into 4-inch piping. So we drop into the 3034. Buyer would still be responsible for all of this, and you can see just kind of marginal pitch there for a while. So let me go back and measure it. So certainly they lost the pitch coming out of this dive, and they didn't get right back on the strong pitch right away, unfortunately. So at 14 feet, 13.9, kind of marginal pitch. We kind of belly a little bit there as we go into the 3034 piping. And then it slowly, gradually gets back to the pitch that we were hoping for throughout. So 13.9, so there's about 6 or 7 feet of marginal pitch there. So there is the clean out. You can see the clean out little metal cover there. So they did put an additional clean out in there, so that area of marginal pitch is kind of under the grass. This is that real strong, nice, beautiful pitch that we were hoping to see throughout the entire length. And it gets a little questionable, a little subjective at that where we level out after the dive and then transition into the 30-34 piping. It is somebody lost a screw down the pipe. Is that still there? I can't.
Yeah. Just twist it around. Looks like an eyeball.
It's going to turn and it's going to drop into the city lateral right here. So this would be the end officially of buyer-owner responsibility at around 62 feet.
So is that right there in the center of the street?
I would guess.
So I'm going to turn off the microphone for just a second here. Okay, so we started in 3-inch PVC, we transitioned to a 4-inch 3034, and we dropped into the city lateral at around 61 feet. So this is the large lateral running through the middle of the road out here. This is the pipe that the homes in the neighborhood, or at least the homes on the street, are tying into. And this will be the end, officially a buyer-owner responsibility, like we mentioned earlier. We are going to, I think we're going to turn off the water for the pullback so we can see kind of how things drain out of here. And then I would say that, you know, it's very subjective, very marginal pitch in this area as we're pulling out of that straight down dive. So I would recommend inquiring with the builder to see what they want to do about this, to see if they deem any repairs necessary in the area. It's not the most beautiful pitch in the world, and my concern is that it changes over time. If additional settling happens in the pipe, then you're certainly talking about some potential for blockage and buildup in the area. As it stands now, you know, it could get some use for a while, but I think our concern is more for the future than anything else. So I would recommend, like I said, inquiring with the builder to see what they want to do about this, what if any repairs they deem necessary for this in this area. Do they guarantee that this is going to be fine for a certain number of years, anything like that. So again, just sort of about a 6-foot section of marginal pitch where we're pretty strong leading up to that. We're pretty strong after that, but as we transition into the 30-34 and coming out of that dive, the pipe just goes flat. And so again, recommend inquiring with the builder to see what repairs they deem necessary for this area.